Hello. We are talking about 3rd Nephi 10 through 12. I would have to go out on a limb and say this is some of the most sacred verses in the Book of Mormon. We have made it through the crucifixion and all of the destruction, and then we hear the voice of the Lord. And I love that in chapter 10, well, really, for the next few chapters, there's 34 pages devoted to 34 AD. Kind of an interesting play on numbers. And as we hear the Lord talking, he is talking about gathering us. And Susan Easton Black has said this: a hen cares for her chicks and willingly sacrifices her life to protect her offspring from danger. When danger is near, the hen calls to her chicks and lifts up her wings to gather, cover, and protect her young. In like manner, Jesus Christ cares for children of Israel. He sacrifices his life and calls to the Israelites to gather to him for protection. And he calls for all of us to do that. Chapter 12, as the Savior appears and talks about inviting us to be perfect as he and the Father are, gets kind of confusing to people. They think we are supposed to be perfect now, and definition of perfect is complete or ripened. And the reason the Savior says, like myself and my Father, is because he completed his mission. So let's be careful about judging ourselves in perfection today, because it's a completing process. It's a full ripening. And then chapter 13 is the Sermon on the Mount. Don't you love the Sermon on the Mount, where it talks about how meek and lowly and merciful and those that hunger after righteousness are fed, and the poor in spirit? It's all the things the world kind of says the opposite of. Like meekness is considered weakness in the world. And here the Savior is teaching these profound principles that are about poor, lowly in heart, and meek as being strengths. I hope that you spend some time in these chapters because they are so sacred to hear from our Savior. And thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you here tomorrow.